This guy's.
Slide in.
No, no, that's. I don't like that. He's from. I'm just. I kind of see the board. I don't know. Just want to see this. Yeah. That's even. Just.
Kind of.
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here. Here. All right, I'll take an approval for the agenda.
I'd like to make a motion though to amend the, or do I have to first it though? Yes. Do I first the motion though? To approve and then open for, or do I make the motion?
Make your motion, make your amended motion.
I make a,
I may have turned it off on you.
sorry. I make a motion to. Wait, let me get the agenda. But I make a motion to add public input, before our interviews on the, new board member.
And to do public input again.
And we will continue with the public comment at the, or keep the existing public comment.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, we're gonna get started with the interview. So I am gonna invite Tommy Miles up to the podium first. And then Jim, did you put them up there? Oh, you know what? I did what I said I wasn't gonna do. First, we're gonna do public comment.
Yeah.
You're getting ahead of myself. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let's
Follow
see.
directions.
Yep, look at me. Lindsay. Whose name I'm going to. If you'd like to come to the podium and use the microphone, since I have to.
That's what I wanted.
Okay, I took a moment this morning to read the bios or the interest that they put on Plymouth Sun. So I feel like I've read at least a little bit about each of them, and I don't know either of them personally. However, I've been living in Indian Valley now for 21 years, and my third child is going through the elementary system. And I just feel that while I think Tommy brings a lot of really valid expertise to the situation, and we definitely need that right now, I feel that part of the issue we had with our last board member is that he really wasn't receptive at all to what the teachers needed, to what the parents wanted, to what the students needed. And frankly, I feel like we really need to have a board member that is here on the ground, listening to our teachers. We're really lucky here in Indian Valley, despite the fire, despite COVID, despite all the hardships we've had, we have an amazing teaching staff that really has turned our school system here into a top-notch entity, despite the fact that we're always underfunded and we're always short-staffed, you know what I mean? We have just amazing teaching staff, and everyone works together on both campuses, right? Charter school, public school, people really work hard together to make it work for the kids. And I just feel like it's really important that we have someone that's here, that's integrated with this staff and can represent what the staff needs, because frankly, without them, we would not have the amazing school system that we do here. So that is all I wanted to say about that.
Thanks so much. You can leave it on. Maria.
Hi, I'm Maria Johnson, and I'm the first grade teacher here at Greenville Elementary. And I have known Cindy. I'm here in support of Cindy Krim. I met Cindy like 25 years ago. Probably we went to FRC together, and I can tell you she's very smart. She helped me a lot through college because she's smart. I think that she, number one, is a community member of Indian Valley, and she's been here a long time. She was here during the fire. She knows what we've experienced firsthand. And I feel like you have to live here and have lived through it to really understand. Even more than that, I've had her daughter or granddaughter in my class, and she is a tireless volunteer in Greenville, not just for the school, but for anything that our community needs. So it's without hesitation that I ask you, or that I support Cindy. Thank you.
Heidi Kingdon.
I'm also speaking in support of Cindy Krim for our District 2 representative. I'm sure that you're very intelligent, but we want someone from our community that represents us, that's been to our site. I don't know if you've ever been here. If not, welcome. But we see Cindy at our campus. Obviously, she has grandkids here, so that's part of it, but she comes to our Halloween carnival, any of the school events that we put on our winter concert, all of those things, and she helps with Parents Club when she can. She watches the Little League games, probably attends whatever community events that we have going on here, and so she knows our community, she knows the kids in the community, and she's very supportive of us. And I feel like we have been lacking that. I mean, just to have someone that could be our representative that's been on our campus feels pretty amazing. You know, our present board member, I rarely saw him, and I didn't always feel heard, to be honest. So I feel like with Cindy, she's gonna hear me and she's gonna fight for us. And you guys can look around. We need people to fight for us. That's why we're here. We stayed. We want to be here, but we need help. So please, if you hear us, we want Cindy. I'm sorry. Somebody else.
Shannon.
Hi, my name is Shannon Phillips. I am a teacher here at Greenville Elementary School, and I am also a parent in this community. Is that better? Okay. So I am standing before you today in support of Cindy Krim as our District 2 board member. As a dedicated and active member of the Indian Valley community, Cindy has consistently demonstrated her commitment to our schools. Now, we all went to the board meeting last month and Mr. Miles was there, and I'm sure with your experience and your knowledge that you would bring a lot to the board.
Got that right.
But I am supporting Cindy. Mr. Miles made it a point at the last board meeting to introduce himself to every board member. He knew that we were there as Greenville teachers and didn't extend that courtesy to us. He didn't come and introduce himself to us, those he is seeking to represent on the board.
That's not true. I introduced myself to a number of people that evening.
If there is anyone here that from Greenville that Mr. Miles introduced himself to, can you please raise your hand? Thank you. So we need a voice for Greenville. We don't need another voice for Quincy. I know Mr. Miles represents or lives in our district, but we need someone from Indian Valley who is representing us and is a voice for us, for our children, for our community and our school. I don't want to see anyone in there who isn't from our valley. I am a teacher, I am a resident, I am a parent. This is the school I care about. This is the community I care about. We have worked together tirelessly for so many different things within our community. We need someone who's a part of that. So thank you for your consideration.
Brown.
Hi, my name is Samantha Brown. I have 4 children, 2 who attend GES currently and 2 who will hopefully attend in the future. I also grew up attending both Greenville Elementary and Taylorsville Elementary and Greenville High School. As a parent of current students, it's so important to me that my kids are represented by somebody who not only knows them, but knows the staff here at GES. And has an investment in not only them currently, but also in the future of our school. I've known Cindy for a long time. I went to school with her daughter, and now my kids also go to school with her grandchildren. I've seen Cindy at many activities here. She's definitely invested in our students, and that's 100%. I think any other school, Quincy, Chester, Portola, they would all agree that it's important to have somebody who lives in your community and sees your day-to-day to represent you in a way that sorry. I mean, it's just important for them to know the people here and be a part of that. So I hope you consider Cindy. Thank you.
Nikki, did you want to talk on the subject?
Oh, absolutely.
My name is Cindy Hamrick, and I also am here in support of Cindy Krim for District 2 School Board Representative. I was planning on speaking a little bit later in public comment, but
And you can't.
yeah, thank you. Feel it's important to speak to you again in person and the community. I'm just gonna read my original letter of recommendation for Cindy when she said she was gonna step up to the job. So I just sent, dear members of the board, I'm writing today to recommend Cindy Krim for the vacant position on the Plymouth County School Board. She's been a voice for our community at several recent meetings and voices the concerns that so many members of our community have. She's straightforward, decisive, and would be an asset to this board. Cindy's a longtime member of Indian Valley. She cares deeply about our school and our students, every single one of them. Cindy's also raising 2 of her grandchildren, gives her a vested interest in the success of our school and our community. Cindy has the passion and the abilities to excel as a member of this board. Without a doubt, I recommend her for the vacant position. Happy to provide any more information. I'll stand behind her. I'll cheer for her. Anything else you guys want to know, we're happy. We're here for her. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
None of the other cards I have specifically say that they want to address this. So is there anybody? Please, go ahead. Good afternoon. On behalf of CSBA 193, the classified school employees, we would like to formally endorse Cindy Krim for the District 2 School Board seat. We had the opportunity to interview the candidates last night, and our endorsement for Cindy Krim was strong. The Greenville community is overwhelmingly in support of her. Please listen to them. Listening to them is your job. Please do what is right. Listen to this community and give Cindy Krim the seat. Thank you very much. Yeah, did you want to read your? My name is Alicia Banning, and I represent the Plymouth County Teachers Association. After much consideration, PCTA is proud to endorse Cindy Krim for the District 2 trustee seat on the Plymouth Unified School Board. I yield the rest of my time to the community.
Good evening, my fellow humans. And Bart, I just wanted to say that in my opinion, this isn't about qualifications quite as much. I think both candidates are highly qualified. But this position, even though legally this is an appointment, this position is an elected position. And therefore, we've heard unanimous support for Ms. Krim, and I think it would be a really good show of faith. You know, part of the issue that we deal with here in this community is a loss of faith in the system and a loss of faith in our elected officials representing our will. And so I think it would be a really good show of faith if you were to make your decision in alignment with the will of the people. I also noticed that none of you have microphones. So I hope that we can all hear each other and it doesn't have to get awkward later on in the meeting. Thank you very much for your time.
Right, last call for public comment on the subject for now. All right, Mr. Miles, will you take the podium and we'll start with question number 1 that Chelsea is going to ask, and we're going to rotate down the line.
Right. I'm actually going to save you all a lot of time. if I were selected for this position to fill out this term on the board, I would be honored to bring my 38 years in the field into the role and to do my best to do everything to help this community and the entire county on the school board. I've been doing that with my life for the last 38 years, all my adult life pretty much. It is clear to me that this community is interested in having someone on the school board who is from this geographic region. The fact that I live in District 2, the fact that I have 38 years in the field, that is less important. And I am not about to try to spend my limited time left on the planet to help anyone understand that expertise is more important than one's street address. I appreciate everyone's consideration. I wish everyone the best. Thank you, Cindy, for applying and taking this on. I'm withdrawing my application. Everyone have a good evening.
Okay, I think I mic'd again. Tommy, thank you for making the trip here. Thank you for what you had to say. We will move into closed session. Make sure I'm getting this right. Oh, we need to swear you in, Cindy. Come on up.
We still need to. If we need you in the procedure, because I wasn't in, I cannot be.
Raise your right hand. I'm sure you can do this, you know, right off. And then at the end of it, just you can sign both copies. One copy to you and then one copy is for me, because I need to give it to them.
Right, yeah, so I think there still needs to be motions and all this and that, so I know we have to make motions.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Here, that has to.
Yeah,
Okay.
so stay put. Yeah, hang on, yeah, don't.
All right.
So I'll move to appoint Cindy Krim, is that how I say it? To serve the remaining term for this district, beginning today.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
We will swear you in, and after that, rather than going through our questions, we're gonna just ask you to kind of read your application or say whatever it is you choose to say.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so, ready? Okay. I, Cindy Krim, do solemnly swear. Where's your microphone? I have to have one.
I'm pretty loud.
Bob. We'll start again.
Okay.
I, Cindy Krim, do solemnly swear
I, Cindy Krim, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California.
that I take this obligation freely.
I missed that.
That's okay. That I take this obligation freely
That I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservations
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will and will faithfully discharge
the duties upon which,
the duty
the duties upon which
that upon which
I am about to enter.
I'm about to enter.
Congratulations. Right, Cindy, if you want to turn and address everybody and take your seat, you can talk a little bit about you and.
You're going to be the board. Yeah.
This is on. I just want to thank all my fellow citizens, parents, community members, students that believed in me and will continue to believe in me to do what is right for my community, students and teachers, and classified workers who are the most important thing in this community. My opinion differs a little than with what Tommy said. I don't believe it has anything to do with where you live or your zip code or anything. I can't remember his exact words. But it's where your heart is. And my heart is in Greenville with every student in the school, every parent in the school, every teacher and every custodian, cafeteria worker, everyone. And I just want to thank you all for believing in me and trusting.
We're gonna move into closed session. Where are we going for that?
Library.
So we're gonna go to the library, but I understand that there might be a few groups joining us, so, give us about 10 minutes and head that way.
Can you help me?
All right, can you hear me? Even in the back, okay, we'll get started. We're gonna reconvene and report out any action taken during closed session. And we'll entertain a motion regarding PUSD stipulated expulsion agreement case 242503.
I make a motion to approve PUSD expulsion agreement 242503. Oh my goodness, sorry. Focused on the number.
We have a first and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The second. Oh.
All right, item number 2. Can I entertain a motion for PUSD stipulated expulsion agreement case 242504?
I make a motion to approve 2425-04.
I'll second.
We have a first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Right, I'm going to turn it over to Nikki Rodriguez for our principal recognition.
Jody, personnel.
Good evening. Thank you for being here tonight. We are very happy to select an amazing 6th grade student for our Principal's Recognition Award. I've had the privilege of knowing the student since their family returned to Indian Valley when he was just about a year old. It's been wonderful to witness his growth and development over the years. I would like to invite his teacher, Ms. Van Acker, up to speak on behalf of his achievements this year. Hey, Ryan and John, can you please come up as well?
Good afternoon. Sorry. Good afternoon. My name is Jennifer Van Acker, and I am the 6th grade teacher here at Greenville Elementary. This was a hard decision, as many of my students could have easily received this award. However, John Ryan stood out the most for me this time around. John is one of the most respectful, responsible, and hardworking students at Greenville Elementary. Every day, John, whether inside or outside the classroom, goes above and beyond this school's expectation of being respectful, responsible, and hardworking. He demonstrates respectful by following the golden rule and showing kindness to everyone around him. He respects school property and always volunteers to help keep our school clean. He has exceptional manners and always greets me in the morning with a smile. Even at nutrition break or lunch or at the end of the day, John will ask me, "How was your lunch?" or "Have a great rest of your day." He demonstrates responsibility by coming to school prepared and ready to learn, turning in his assignments on time every time. Whether it's daily homework or class assignments, John will get the job done. Even when he is out sick, he ensures that his parents collect his missing assignments so that he can complete them and turn them in without skipping a beat. He demonstrates hardworking by completing his classwork on time. He is the very definition of perseverance. Even before I check his work, he is already erasing his thought process if he notices the answer doesn't measure up. He has a self-discipline to continue the task, excuse me, even when it seems impossible. I can always count on John to get it right. As Albert Einstein once said, "It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer." Congratulations, John, you've earned this award through and through.
Congratulations.
You go over to this side and get one of them together.
We're gonna step over here for a photo. Still need a big G over here. Need a photo
All right, that was really nice. Our next presentation is our teacher program feature.
Next, we would like to present on our outstanding growth our students have accomplished this year. I have Mrs. Phillips, our third grade teacher, and Mrs. Williams, our kindergarten teacher as well, helping us present this. This slide shows our enrollment over the past few years. In our enrollment for the 2021 school year, which was pre-Dixie Fire, we were a TK through 6 program and we were about 119 students. The following year is the year that the Dixie Fire hit, which was 21-22. We did go down to 84, but based off of teachers that went to board meetings and tried to advocate to keep our school in Indian Valley for our elementary school, we moved our TK through 6 program to Taylorsville Elementary and maintained an enrollment of 84 students. For the 22-23 school year, we came back to Greenville, but our 6th graders moved over to the high school to try to help their enrollment, and we became a TK through 5th grade program. We maintained an enrollment of 93 students, so we did increase. Last year, 23-24, we were a TK through 8 program. We just wanted to try to bring the 7th and 8th graders back over to our elementary school. Heidi was our 7th, 8th grade teacher, and we just wanted to kind of give them the opportunity to be successful and kind of break them away from the high school. And we had an enrollment of 91 students. This year, we are back to a traditional TK through 6th grade program, and we are increasing and have 98 students. So based off of pre-fire, we're not that far off, and we are increasing and bringing students back to our school. UFly was a phonics program that we wanted to pilot last year. And this gave us the opportunity to try to utilize this program to see if we wanted to further adopt it. And now it is our adopted phonics program. But by doing that pilot last year, we were able then to start this year as right away. And we were able to create programs through TK in kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, and 3rd grade. And this really helped allow our students to grow in reading, and it gave us this TK through 3rd grade tier 1 instruction. Camille Clement is our literacy coach, and she has been phenomenal with her support and giving us the guidance that we needed to fully implement this program. And this is one of the reasons why our growth is pretty amazing this year. Mrs. Phillips, would you like to continue?
Okay. Put me on the spot. Okay, so with our UFly program, we have worked together. It really focuses on students learning in kindergarten, making that connection between the sounds that letters make and recognizing the visual of what the letter looks like, which is incredibly important when it comes to teaching our students to read. And then as we move on to 1st grade, before they get into 1st grade, we have them reading already. They're reading CDC words. For those of you who don't know what that is, those are consonant, vowel, consonant, usually just 3-letter words. But they're reading them, they're not just memorizing them. They actually have the ability from working with UFly and being taught all of the foundational skills that they need to be able to do this. They're decoding these words. So these aren't words that they just memorize. Oh, I know that looks like cat. They can actually sound those words out, blend them together, segment them, take them apart, and understand that each letter in that word, each position has its own sound. And these are skills that UFly gives our kindergartners and our 1st grades, and they are fundamental in the success of that student being able to read later on. And then when they move into 1st grade, the lessons do become a little bit harder, but It's kinesthetic learning. There's a visual part to it, there's an auditory part to it, and there are kinesthetic parts to it. These students are practicing what they're learning. They're able to apply right away the skills that they're acquiring. And then they are able to use it when they are writing or when they are reading. And those skills just continue to build up through 3rd grade. So UFly is a K-2 program. It's designed for kindergarten through 2nd grade. TK through,
I
sorry,
always forget my TKers.
TK through 2nd. Now I use it in 3rd grade. It's necessary. A lot of times these kids come in 3rd grade, and even if they're reading at grade level, they've had so many lessons and they've learned so much. It is really good to review them, and it cements in their orthographic mapping what they need to do when they're reading to decode these complicated texts that only get harder from 3rd grade. And it helps them with the decoding, which also helps them go from learning to read to reading to learn.
And what's really important for anyone who doesn't have a background in education, tier 1 instructors that stuff is being taught directly from, I'm not loud enough, okay? I don't think it's on. Tier 1 instruction, when the teacher is directly giving instruction to the students, that's tier 1. And then you have intervention after that, or you have tier 2, where you take those kids and you put them in small groups and you give them further instruction. What UFly is amazing at is giving that tier 1 the best instruction you can possibly give to your kids. And then so Greenville, we do not have an intervention teacher. So our teachers, our teaching staff is doing all of that together. We're doing tier 1, we're doing tier 2, and we're doing our little intervention pieces as a whole. And what we see with UFly is our intervention is getting less and less and less because our tier 1 instruction is phenomenal. Yeah. So this is my class, PKK. And I gave you a little snippet of what they're capable of doing with our UFly program. This is segmenting. So they have to take a word and find the letter, the sounds inside the word. Hey, last word. Left. So then we transition to not just going from letter recognition, but to sound recognition. So they have to write down the letter that corresponds to the sound that I give them. Go. People there. I have 11 students, 8 kindergartners, and 3 TK students. Power. Oh. I just thought I just I'm gonna go no.
Okay.
Where is it?
Oh, this is the one we just saw.
Yeah, that's the next slide.
Big. How many sounds? This is them actually doing the whiteboard trying to cut out the. And in 3, 2, 1, senior boards. All right. The letter is W. Hey, Clean, let's try another one.
This is a quiet activity. Okay, the next sound is. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Good job, Buck. Grayson. And hurry up. 3, 2, 1, chin your boards. It's on your chin, thank you. The letter is R. Okay.
So when we do this part of it, I already have them write down the capital letter and the lowercase letter, uppercase and lowercase. So we're working on letter formation and corresponding the sounds of the letter to the actual written letter. And then today we gave our first fluency test of reading fluency. It's interesting to have kindergartners doing a fluency test, but they did. And I had kids that were reading 20 words in a minute. So that's pretty amazing in my opinion. And we do the letter fluency, and most of them are able to identify letters at 30 to 40 to even 60 letters within a minute. If they're just doing a really good job, and I feel like kids at this age, I never would have expected TKers especially to be able to be on par with kindergartner and getting ready to go into first grade. I love the U5 program. I think they're just doing an amazing job. I don't know what else to say.
Win time, what I need. This is another program that we tried to do an implementation on last year, and we did a pilot, and thanks to Missy who taught me about this program and let me know how it worked really well for her school and her growth. And so by doing that pilot in the spring of 2024, we were able to fully implement it at the beginning of this year. And with the trainings that our teachers have had with UFly, they're getting that second dose.